This is my friend Charlotte.
Hi.
Please state your positionality.
Okay, so I'm 20 years old, I'm white, upper middle class, and female.
Thank you. So, today I'm going to ask some questions about society's perception of the prison system.
Okay.
So, my first question is, what do you think the average voter, citizen, should know about prisons and prison life in America, and why?
I think that they should be more clear about like where the tax money is going and exactly like how tax money works and like how they utilize that in the prison system. I think that society I have no idea where that money goes and like where the money that we spend goes and how that helps the prison system. So I think that's what I think society should know more of.
Okay, I agree. So then, if this information was changed, what would change in society?
I think it'd be like more of like an understanding towards where our money is going and like maybe people more willing to like give that money, because I feel like there's like a negative like, oh, like we have to pay our taxes, like no one obviously wants to do it, but I feel like if we know like the good that our money's going towards and like the people that it helps, that people would be more willing and like just like have a better attitude about that.
Yeah, I agree. Like more like funding towards things that are
like,
more important.
If you can see where your money's going, then you're going to be more willing to give it up.
Maybe they would be even more like philanthropic feeling.
Yeah, you feel like you're doing something good.
Yeah. And then which group or groups would most benefit from more discussion of the powers of prosecutors in our society?
Well, it's kind of obvious, but I like would say like just like the prisoners. But wait, prosecutors, like what would that be?
Like lawyers.
Oh,
I believe.
Which groups would most benefit from more discussion? Oh, well, I feel like everyone but like the prosecutors. I don't know. I don't really have like a great understanding on what they do. So like just understanding more of like how that system works and like because they do have like direct role on how people's lives end up and like how long they're even in prison for.
Yeah.
So I feel like we should like be taught more even from like a younger age of like how that works and like the responsibility that they have doing that.
I agree. And then my last question is how has film warped our sense of reality when it comes to prison life?
Well, I feel like TV portrays it like very like I would say scary and just like a power struggle between like the prisoners and like the prison guards and just I don't know. The only example of a show I have is Orange is the New Black, which is terrible, but I feel like in that show actually it's more of like you see like the role of like prisoners like cooking in the kitchen and stuff like that, and I feel like compared to like other prison shows and movies, like it's like prisoners against guards, but in that show it's more like you see like they're actually like being put to work and like doing like good, and I feel like that's like what really needs to like be shown more. I feel like because I mean it's just like prison like is such a scary thought to a lot of people, and I feel like really understanding what's going on and like maybe having like show more of like they're teaching like the prisoners can like learn or like get a degree while in prison instead of like making it like a terrible place.
Yeah, like fending for their lives.
But maybe it is good that it's portrayed as a terrible place.
Yeah,
people don't want to go. But
that's the like double-edged sword or whatever.
But yeah, I think
is that the same?
Yeah, it's I just think that there's like two sides. It's either like oh like they're actually doing stuff and like they're like helping out like the community, like actually like being like used for good, and then other one is just like them in like their cell and like just being like forced to just be there and like not really do anything. So I feel like it's two different sides. But yeah.
Okay, I enjoyed our conversation. Thank you for talking to me.